What's up, guys? Today I'm going to do a deck list preview of my list of Charlotte Pudding. So, starting off, obviously, we have the Charlotte Pudding leader. I have my 10 Dawn, all Charlotte Katakuri, got a couple hollows in there. Now let's just go ahead and get into the deck here. I kind of organized it. Starting off, we have the Searcher Charlotte Pudding. I use this as a 4 of. It's also a 1K, but this is your main Searcher. Then to go along with that, we're going to claim the One Piece, which is kind of your other Searcher for this deck, which I also run as a 4 of, which lets you look at Big Mom or Kaido. Now we're going to get into the 2Ks. This one's nice because it's also a trigger, but I run a 4 of the 2K Beige. Again, like really great off trigger. This one was another one that I absolutely love. This came out in the starter deck, the Charlotte Brûlée. Also run this a 4 of. The trigger is just amazing, as well as it being a 2K, because you get to take it to hand. Now this one, EBO1, a little hard to get hold of. Charlotte Flampe. I have this as a 3 of, I think, just for the fact that I couldn't get hold of some more. And so that's part of my deck stuff, is that I just couldn't get a hold of some of the items. So I kind of just working with what I have. We got Charlotte Cracker, which lets you Dawn minus and play out a Biscuit Warrior. I have this as a 3 of because I had just taken other stuff out, and I will probably put another copy back in at another point, which is why the Biscuit Warriors is at a 4 of. Also nice to have both of these for a 1K, this one's also a blocker, so that works out very nicely. This next section is kind of my blocker section. So we got the 4/5 Sanji. Not bad as an attacker. Trigger's not great, but it is also a blocker. I don't play this card out so much when I'm playing this deck, but it is kind of just a nice card to have. This card, this kid card, I do play out sometimes. It kind of depends. It depends on like where I am with my ramping. But also just a great blocker, good attacker, and you get another active Dawn. Next we have the Katakuri card, which is a 3 of there. Very, very good card. This is obviously pairs very well with the leader effect, flipping back over your life, and then getting a Dawn active. Also a really good attacker. I'm hoping this is going to be good with the little Katakuri, the 2 cost for the new Katakuri deck, so I'm kind of excited to see where that goes. Next we have Perospero. I run this as a 2 of. It's an alright card. It's a 3/5, which is pretty good for the cost. And then if it gets KO'd, you get to take a Big Mom Pirates card, which is nice. It's very helpful. If it happens, I've had games where I've kept him on board the entire game, which is pretty nice. Next here we have, this is kind of my more 1-ofs section. EBO1 again, blocker Viola. This one's nice because this helps with leader effect as well, because you can flip all your life cards back over or look at all your opponents. So it is kind of a nice card to have. It's not searchable, but it might be a good card if you want to experiment with that and run some more, obviously just for the leader effect. This card, it's to die for. I run this as a 1 of. I kind of thought about taking it out. It's nice to get off as a trigger, and that's really about the only thing that it's good for, is that Dawn ramp. This card is another one, this Jack. This was from the starter deck, and it's Trasher card Ramp of Dawn. It's not bad as an attacker, obviously putting a Dawn on it. But again, this is something that I only really use early game, so it's not that pivotal to the deck. Again, a one of here. This does the same thing as the kid, except for it's not a blocker. So I just keep one of in there. This doesn't see a lot of play sometimes. Sometimes it's just a counter, whatever. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of a late game thing if it happens. Next, we have our game enders here. I've run three of the 10 Mom. This is obviously an amazing card when you're playing this deck. You get a life, your opponent loses a life. The only thing that it's like, you obviously have to wait a turn to attack, but it is really nice when you get that 12k swing coming at your opponent for the next turn. Then we have the 9/9 purple Big Mom. Also pretty good. I would rather use the 10 over the 9, but it's still a very solid card. Sees lots of play. That one's a 3 of. Charlotte Katakuri. I'm not a huge fan of this card. I was running it at a 3 of at a certain point. I'm not sure why. It's not a great card in this deck, but yeah, I'm planning to phase it out at some point. I don't really know what I'm gonna replace it with though. These last two, not searchable. This is that new 9 Luffy. I absolutely love this card. I have gotten it off quite a few times in this deck, and it just works amazing. So there's that little secret card for you purple yellow people. And then to pair with that, we have the 10 Ace, which works really good, especially late game. And that's a one of. So there's kind of my deck list, my deck preview of my Charlotte Pudding deck. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my deck list preview. I'd like to do some more deck list previews or whatever. I don't really have anything super crazy. I kind of tend to take off of what other people do for deck lists, but some of mine have a little spice, so I kind of hope to show off what I got. So thanks for watching.